and then we'll transition to questions on Zoom afterwards. Again, if you need translation services from English to Spanish or from Spanish to English, those are available on the Zoom. We'll go ahead and get going here in the room. We'll start with Jesus Acevedo down here in the front.
Hi, Coach.
How are you?
Hey. Good first half. Did it feel like the team kind of turned off towards the end of the first half, which led to the Santos goal?
Disappointed in our ability to maintain that level, and it was echoed in the locker room afterwards. If we're going somewhere, if we're going to change this thing and get to where we need to be, discipline and maturity have to come into play here. And when you have a team on the ropes at 2-0, you have to be you almost have to be more disciplined in how you act. And that's a tough thing to fight. It's human nature to turn it down a little bit. And we have to fight that and stay at the level that we're capable of. Because for 30 minutes, there was only one team on that field. And we can play at such a high level at times, and then it gets turned down. And sustaining that and keep holding each other accountable in those moments when we do feel like we're turning down a little bit is something we have to work on as a group. But we also have to finish off some plays. We can win that game 4-2, 5-3. It doesn't matter. We get plenty of chances. So there's a responsibility in that as well, and sticking a knife in the team when you can. So disappointed in our response, but to win a PK shootout, it's been a while since we clapped off the fans with a win. Take it however we can get it. Feels good. When you get 2 points, it's a big 2 points, right? In the grand scheme of this tournament, it was an important, resilient 2 points rather than the one, because the one puts us in a bad spot. The two puts us in a pretty good spot.
Griffin Dorsey has raised his level of play over the past 2 games. What can you say about it?
He's been, I've been guilty of not showing him enough faith this year. And it's just nice because, and you guys don't see it as much, and you can almost feel his positive energy by not even knowing him, that he's an awesome human and he's a great team guy. A guy everybody roots for, and selfless. On a daily basis, trains very, very hard. So for him to right now lock that position down for us is very exciting.
Okay, we'll go front row on the right here.
Hey, Coach. Harold Preciado for Santos has now scored 4 of his team's first 5 goals to start their season. He scored 2 of those today. Just your thoughts on his performance.
It's a monster. He's good. That's why he scores goals all the time. And they've got some real attacking talent, speed, athletically. They were, in particular, the front 3 or front 4. Brunetta is a serious player, so they've got real weapons, and that's a good team. I mean, that's one of the better. I think Mexican teams. They play a little bit different than a lot of them. They have a real bravery about their attacking. That will give you the ball, but in transition, they're very, very scary. And we didn't handle it that well at times, but partly it's because they're fast and they're big and they're strong and they're clever. So part of it is the quality they had. So they're a good team.
Okay, we'll go back row on the right and come back across to the left here.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
This game you have 6 shots on target. Last game you had 1. What led to that change tonight?
I think part of it was an open game. It was back and forth. Coco came on and Hector came on, so the team selection was more offensive than it was in Orlando. So that probably led to some of it. But it was nice to get the shots. We had 1 or 2 that were pretty. We got to see out. And in the first half, Hector has a great one. I can remember Ibrahim's the header. So there were some good chances. They had some as well. So it seemed like an entertaining game. So hopefully the fans enjoyed it.
Okay, we'll go back left to Victor.
diving a little bit into the MLS versus Liga MX style, just what do you take from this game that maybe you haven't taken in from MLS games this season?
Maybe the transition quality that team had is. It's not a lot of teams in the MLS that have that type of front four, athletically quality. They can hit you in so many ways with a number 10 at that high level. So probably dealing with that attacking four. Set pieces, they got two center backs that are a handful when they come up on dead balls, but mostly just our transition defending, making sure we're secure when the ball turned over, and then some individual defending against some high quality attackers.
Okay, we'll do one more here in the room, then we'll transition over to Zoom. Go ahead.
Okay, coach. If Orlando beats Santos next game, Dynamo could face Miami. Leo Messi, what do you think about that game? If Orlando beats Santos next game, Dynamo could face Miami. Miami won tonight. So
I saw the first 20 minutes.
So it would be great to face Leo Messi.
Yeah, he's pretty good. It'd be great. It'd be great. I just want to get in. We just want another game. I don't care who it is. If it is Miami, let's roll.
Okay, we'll transition over to questions via Zoom. If you have questions on Zoom, push the raise your hand button and we'll get you in. We'll start off with Sergio Venegas. Angel, I think this might be in Spanish. So, all right, Sergio, adelante, por favor.
Thank you very much. This is Sergio Venegas from Mexico City for Deportiva.com. Coach, congratulations for the victory. This is a huge step for your team. But to get to the next level and maybe win the competition, what do you need to fix or you need to do to improve to your team? And I wish you the best of the lucks.
Okay, Sergio, hang on one second.
Yes.
Had a little bit of an audio issue. Can you repeat that, please?
Of course I can. This is Sergio Venegas from Deportiva.com, Mexico City. So congratulations for the victory, first of all. And what do you need to improve on your team to get through to the next step and maybe winning this competition? Because the performance of today is not bad, but it's maybe not the best that you wish to get this team. So I wish you the best luck to the competition.
Thank you. I think I addressed it in my opening remarks. We have to be more cutthroat, more mature in both sides of the ball. Better transition defending, more secure in the right numbers, attacking and taking care of the ball and making good decisions, and then being more cutthroat in the final third and seeing out the goal, the chances that we have to bury, because there's a few out there that are very, very high percentage chances, and we'll have to clean those up and finish those out if we're going to move on in this tournament.
Next, we'll go to John Lupo. John, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Ben, I did think in the first half that you were passing through their press pretty well.
Hang on one second, John.
Okay.
I apologize.
Everybody's got opinions on our game. It's League's Cup.
Yes, it is. Been exciting, though.
Okay, John, can you repeat your question, please?
Yes, sure. Ben, I thought that you guys did pass through their press pretty well in the first half, and we know Griffin had an outstanding game. I thought he got forward pretty well. They did make an adjustment in going to two forwards in the second half. Did you think maybe that changed things for you guys? Did you think maybe fatigue was a little bit of a factor after the long game, very physical game against Orlando? And do you think maybe those are some? I know you said in both the final third in your end and defensively have to get better, but did you think maybe the way you played, like you said, the first 30 minutes and pressing through them, and do you think maybe those are some things you can build off of if you do get to the next round?
Well, I'm looking here with 61% of the possession. Not that means anything, but I think we had plenty of the ball in the second half. I think we continued to break them down, even with their two forwards. In fact, in some ways, it's easier when their front four didn't have a lot of interest in pressing. That was why we were able to have 61% of the ball, and we broke them down. But what happens, the danger of that is now when the ball turns over, they're on the other side of our attack. And I just thought we were unbalanced at times on how many numbers were thrown forward. In particular, 2-0 lead. I would have liked to be a hair safer in how we defended in transition. So the two forwards, in the first half, Brunetto was very high as well. So it looked like two forwards. So I didn't think it was much of a tactical change from them. But, they're a good team. But I don't know if I answered your question. Do you want more than that?
Whatever you can give is fine. It's no.
Well, tell me what you want to hear that I didn't say. I didn't answer.
No, it's good.
All right, we'll wrap it up on that. I don't see any additional questions on Zoom. So, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on the win.